Since 2000, how has technology altered the world? Technology has developed in leaps and bounds over the past 2 decades, and we are still experiencing changes occurring to it on a regular basis. There have been innumerable changes in the tech world that we never imagined back at the turn of the millennium. There have been a number of technology gadgets introduced since. The most significant change was the advent of the Internet, which gave rise to all the other technological advancements. There have been a lot of changes in several fields of technology that have given rise to the innovation of new gadgets. Sometimes it is hard to recall what life was like 20 years ago without these tech inventions. Few ways technology is making evident changes to our lives. Communication. It was in the late 1870s that the telephone was invented, and from that onwards, the way we communicate with each other changed a lot. However, in the early 1970s, the first handheld cellular phone came into being, which shifted the telephonic communication we had. During the 2000s, roughly 1 billion people started using mobile phones, and after 2 decades, the usage skyrocketed to 7 billion. From physical keyboards to touch screens, mobile phones have experienced a whole lot of change in these 20 years. Business communication technology has changed the business scenario the most. From bulky mobile phones to pagers and fax machines, we have come a long way. Electronic mails were on the rise during the mid-1990s. After 2 decades, communication is not limited to emails. There are chatbots, online live chats, social media, video and text messages, and more. Cloud computing has also made it easier to connect businesses with file sharing within a company. Entertainment. Earlier, VHS tapes were popularly used to watch movies or record programs on your VCRs. It was in the early 2000s when DVDs gradually replaced VHS tapes because of their higher quality. Nowadays, streaming websites have entirely erased the usage of either of them. Therefore, traditional television has been replaced by streaming services, and the dynamics of entertainment are changed now. You can watch movies and series of your choice at your own preferred timings. Music. Radio and cassette tapes were the traditional ways of storing and enjoying music during the 2000s. It was only around that time when CDs were introduced. Later, Walkman and iPod came into the scene, and songs were stored in the MP3 format. Flash forward to 2 decades later, you can carry thousands of songs in your smartphone and listen to an entire collection anywhere without carrying any additional CD player or MP3 player. Computers. 20 years ago, computers were bulky and took up a lot of space on a desk with its heavy monitor that was accompanied by a CPU and a UPS. Computers also had limited memory, which is why external drives were common during that time. However, in the present day, computers are smaller, faster, and more convenient than ever. The whole computer can easily fit into a handbag as a laptop, tablet, or notebook. It has become a part of our daily lives where people are not only using them for their office work but are also using them for schoolwork and even on the move. Social media. It was during the early 2000s that blogging and social media sites started emerging. People used to upload their experiences along with their pictures, and it slowly started picking up pace. After 2 decades of various social media platforms that fit different social networking niches, we have multiple choices whether we want to connect with a friend or just post a video of our recent trip. Instant messaging has also changed a lot, with several messaging apps coming to the fore offering unique features to lure the audience. Final thought. In spite of the numerous technological advancements in the digital era, we still are unaware of the coming tech creations in the future. These are only a few technological advancements that are evident from the past 2 decades across the globe. It is quite impossible even to imagine what the next 2 decades have in store for us. If you love technology and AI, you can become part of the next global tech giant Onpassive. You can register for free at www.coolzone.ai.